I really love Psalm 18. I find its language is so vivid. Each time I read it, I always imagine it on a big screen. So I thought I would give myself a little bit of a job to do. And I chose a few verses from this psalm, the verses which really speak to me in a very powerful way, and wrote an orchestral film score. Well, orchestral in that I've played all the notes myself. I didn't get a big orchestra in, but I wanted to play all the notes. I didn't want to use anything which was pre-packaged, and just thought about what do I feel when I read it? What do I imagine? And it could have gone millions of different ways, to be honest with you, but here is one interpretation. I've used 3 different tunes. So the tune of the person who's crying out, so that idea of crying out to God, and then another theme tune, which is the majestic throne of heaven. Da, 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 da. And then based on a hymn called Love Lifted Me, I've used a 3rd tune for the whole rescue. Da, 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 da. So I've used it as a basis of a tune. So those are the 3 recurring tunes that you'll see from the one who's waiting to be rescued, and then the big rescue moment. And this is a really dramatic psalm, so I had a lot of joy, a lot of deep joy doing this. So hope you enjoy it. Here is Psalm 18.
I called to the Lord, who is worthy of praise, and I have been saved from my enemies. The cords of death entangled me. The torrents of destruction overwhelmed me. The cords of the grave coiled around me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. The earth trembled and quaked, and the foundations of the mountains shook. They trembled because he was angry. Smoke rose from his nostrils. Consuming fire came from his mouth. Burning coals blazed out of it. Dark clouds were under his feet. He mounted the cherubim and flew.
He soared on the wings of the wind.
He made darkness his covering, his canopy around him, the dark rain clouds of the sky. Out of the brightness of his presence, clouds advanced with hailstones and bolts of lightning. The Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded. He shot his arrows and scattered the enemy. With great bolts of lightning, he routed them. The valleys of the sea were exposed, and the foundations of the earth laid bare at your rebuke, Lord, at the blast of breath from your nostrils.
He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters.
He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place.